All right, Aquarius. Happy Air Sign Tuesday, friends. This is your March reset. We're going to go ahead and see what's shifting, what needs your attention, what you need to know before Mercury retrograde. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, let's take a look and see what the dominant energy is for you here for the month of March. So the Nine of Swords came out, but the Ace of Wands is present here. So Aquarius, throughout the month of March so far, you may have been shown, especially if you're in the flow, okay? So here's how you can determine where you are and then figure out how to meet yourself where you're trying to get. If March so far has felt like a stressful month, like a month where you're constantly being met with resistance and frustration and things that you don't like, or, it's been a heavy month so far, it's because Spirit is pushing you toward something different. I talked about that a lot today in my post yoga flow reading. So if you haven't watched that, we get a little more intimate in those personal after yoga readings that I do. So those are always available. Now, for those of you where February may have been a heavier month for you, or even if you're still it's okay in March to still be like, fuck 2024, it was a heavy year. March is showing you any lingering shit that's kind of present, any areas where you may be feeling a bit more frustrated or anxious or just genuinely worried, and asking you to embrace the opportunity for a new mindset, new beginning, new actions, just new everything. How do those things happen? Don't worry, Aquarius, I'll tell you. We have to acknowledge the frustration. We have to accept the worry. We have to embrace when we may be feeling a bit more depressed and not look at it as my life fucking sucks, God hates me, or the universe doesn't want me to be great. And instead be like, okay, cool. I'm noticing some things that I don't like, things that I wish or am hoping could be a bit different. Here's what I could do today to shift that for myself. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. What did I say? Dominant energy for you here this month, Aquarius. Crossing bridges. It's time to heal, connecting, mending, and releasing. March is meant to be a bit of a portal, like a crossover into your next phase of 2025. Let's look at this card. I like these. This is the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Lynn. I really, really, really like this deck. So if you are interested in tarot, and even if I teach it, but beyond all of that, if you're new and you want to start pulling some cards for yourself each day, I think that's a good deck to start with. It comes with these extra little pieces of advice. You are at the beginning of a breakthrough. Everything you've been doing for the past few years has been preparation for what's ahead. There are instances where the path isn't clear, and in those moments, sometimes you need to break trail. I told y'all. And with the Nine of Swords coming out and then the breaking trail card coming out immediately after to just let us know, what's the vibe? What's the purpose of this month? It's to encourage you to shift. When we experience resistance, Spirit is kind of almost daring us to step up and boldly decide to do something different. And they will meet you where you are. They won't drag you back somewhere else, I promise. In your life, it may seem that the path disappears. However, the only way to reach your destination is to push through, keep going, do things in a new way. Imagine a woman giving birth. Oh, I've done it a lot. Yes, it's hard, but through her great effort, a baby comes into being. Sometimes new and exciting is coming into your life. Something new and exciting. It's not about following the path ahead, but creating your own trail. It's time to stop standing on the edge of life and just take a leap. Your patience is going to pay off. Old limitations and inner blockages are dropping away. Don't let fear keep you from moving forward. This is truly the time to allow yourself to experience the fear, but do it anyway. It works. Don't let nobody tell you that shit don't work. It works. As a life coach, as a mentor, as a teacher, as a student of life myself, it fucking works. I don't know why, it just does. Do it. This is truly the time to allow yourself to experience it and do it anyway. Something for which you've waited a long time for is about to come to fruition. Don't be afraid to jump in with both feet. Your efforts will help to create a trail for others. If this reading already, go ahead and drop your comments below. Okay. Let's see what mental patterns or blockages are there for you that you need to work through here. Because there's quite a bit here already about overthinking and the need to ensure that you're not allowing fear of the unknown to prevent you from taking strides in your life. Some people be like, that shit sounds so stupid. It's so fucking simple. So we got manipulative and being the victim, using tactics and strategies to influence or gain control over others for personal gain, blaming external factors for your problems, be culpable of your actions. There was a time where I was podcasting and I would podcast all the time. I podcast every week, sometimes a couple times a week. It was mostly life coaching because that's what I do. One of my most streamed episodes was called Be Fucking For Real. The lack of awareness card is here. Facing fears, roam free, disconnected. Yeah. But it was called Be Fucking For Real. And in the Be Fucking For Real episode, I really called motherfuckers to the carpet and laid that shit out. If you're going to be anything in this life, Aquarius, you have to be the fuck for real. And being the fuck for real starts with you. The talent card came out. So now I want to talk about your money. I want to talk about blockages and shifts and the unexpected, because we see that there's lots of room for you here, encouraging you to move forward. And if I'm not mistaken, even in the air sign Messy Monday reading yesterday, I talked to you all about there being a need to move beyond your own personal limitations, you and your fellow air signs I talked about. But there was a lot there about a new job. And then for me to pick up my money deck and the talent card comes out. For those of you where you're very skilled at what you do, and even if you are in a period of imposter syndrome where you have these skills, you know that you have these capabilities, you know that you are very different than everyone else, but you don't quite want to acknowledge or embrace or call those things out loud, well, get over it. It's time for you to embrace who you are, the powers that you have, and really start utilizing those to get you forward. You have an exceptional talent in art that needs to be discovered and expanded. It's time to make a fortune in your creativity. I don't give a fuck if you bake cakes, you make clothes, you do makeup, you do this, you create templates on Canva. I don't care what you do. I don't care why you do it. You know you're good at it. Pop your motherfucking shit. Transformation. Change is coming for a brand new you. Embrace the transformation to enjoy the process. Sometimes change is uncomfortable, but worth it. And then again, style. It's time to express yourself through design and art. For those of you where you are artists, again, if it's fashion, if it's in creativity, if you paint, if you make pottery, if you put together floral arrangements, I don't give a fuck what you do. You just want to start popping out and showing off what you got on every day. I promise y'all, I promise you, there's a lot more power in showing up and doing those things and allowing yourself to be surprised by the support or be feeling fucking indifferent by the lack of support. We do things and we show up for ourselves to prove to ourselves that it's possible, to prove to the powers that be that we take ourselves in those situations and circumstances seriously, and to open ourselves up to receive more. Don't allow what you're not seeing or the proof that's not being brought forward and all the things silenced by people when you post or whatever it is, the lack of attention, right? To prevent you from showing up anyway. One day it'll shift, y'all, I promise. Be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants as it affects the harmony in your cash flow. So do be mindful about what you are spending, what you're doing. If you are making purchases, friends, I encourage you to ask yourself, how will this add value to my life? For something that's going to add value to your life for some period of time, we look at it as an investment. If it's something that's probably just going to make you feel a bit better in that moment, I say still make the motherfucking purchase. Just you can bring the price down. It's time to celebrate your hard work and even your small wins. And unexpected income or pay raises on the horizon. I told y'all, it even came out in the Messy Monday reading last night, which is not very typical for Messy Mondays on top of that, which made it a bit crazy. But this looks like nothing but confirmation for you to move beyond your anxieties and fears and concerns. The cocoon stage card is here, which is insane because the transformation card came out when we were talking about your money, Aquarius. I promise you, friends, shit's on the rise. When I did your yearly forecast, it was the most spectacular out of all 12 of the signs that I did a forecast for. And even in my mini personal 2025 forecast that I did for people, the general one for Aquarius was nothing short of spectacular. But you also got to understand that that beauty, that excitement, the spectacularness that was exuded from every single card in that reading, it builds up over time. We don't expect it to just be one moment or one short wave or for everything to be perfect every day. And going through a period of fear or frustration or concern and continuing to transform, move ahead, and make strides regardless is crucial to that process. So keep pushing, keep showing up for yourself here, Aquarius. I think it's going to be good. I want to talk about love a little bit. We'll see if like what lessons in love we have for you here for the rest of the month. Mercury retrograde is coming, y'all. I think it starts on the 14th or the 15th. So at the end of the week here, this is your heads up, okay? Keep all of these things in mind as you navigate Mercury retrograde. Hold yourself highest in mind as well. Mercury retrograde, like nothing else in the world, does not come to ruin your life and make shit be fucked up for you. It comes to shine a light on those things and situations and circumstances and patterns and so on and so forth in your life that need to shift so that you can embrace what's next for you. The Independence card is present here. Now, as someone that's been married for a very, very long time, um, for those of you where you are in relationships, I think that there is a level of personal independence that needs to be maintained just to ensure that you don't forget who you are and that you don't lose sense of your autonomy, your ability to be able to make decisions and show up and things of that nature. So there could be a bit of a light shine on the need for you to be independent here this month, Aquarius, and kind of just function on your own shit. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're being disrespectful to others or that you don't care about other people. It's just that you honor the fact that you are a person first and then a mother or father second, or whoever the fuck you are, to whomever, whatever your other titles are, those things come after you being an individual person. So keep that in mind. Realizing the need for change, striving for karmic justice, experiencing loneliness despite physical presence. Our differences in vision dragged us apart. It angered me that you don't see my drive for self-sufficiency. It still bothers me that we can't even agree if our goals align. And then the puppet card is at the bottom of the deck. If you need to pull back from some sort of relationship, whether this is romantic love or if it's just love and friendships, love you got for your coworkers, y'all gotta take that as a resonance. But, just embracing the fact that you are a person. Self-discipline is going to be on the forefront here this month as well, Aquarius, when it comes to your relationships. So make sure that you're in a good routine, that you are focused more on yourself necessarily than you are on other people, right? And that you are continuing to shift. Achieve physical transformation through committed fitness. If you've been wanting to start working out or something along those lines here this month, Aquarius, I would encourage you to. Again, I think that growth and transformation and shifting here is going to be tremendous for you. I could tell you all from personal experience that if you really are anxious and stressed and things of that nature, I'm anxious and prone to stress and things like that, that coming up with like one little small thing you could do to be active and to engage your body and kind of quiet your mind for a little bit each day is going to be really, really good for you, even if it's just 5 minutes. So let's look and see what the final messages are from your peoples. Reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, forgiveness, renewed connection. So Mercury retrograde is going to see you shifting and changing in some of your relationships around you. Cool. Embrace that. These are going to be some people that you've probably isolated yourself from for quite some time in your Aquarius, and it's okay for you to go back and shift. So overall, this looks like a good month. Spirit is really kind of calling your bluff though. And remember, any frustration, anxieties, da 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 da, not a medical professional, but I'm really fucking good at what I do, and I've been doing it for a very, very long time. Shift some shit up, shake some shit up. Okay. If this hit for you, again, please drop a comment below. You can like the video too, share it with a friend. If you want to dive more into what's tea for you, I do offer monthly forecasts and like 11 other things on the website. Link is in bio or description box, guidancebymona.com. I'm going to find my remote and then I'm going to turn the video off. Yes, I will. Love you.